Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope today finds you well.
When you see us sitting like this, me holding my, which one do I have here? I got my St. Thomas USVI coffee mug today. That means it's about time for a review.
Yeah!
SailAway reviews. We are doing a series of e-bikes, and this one is super cool. That we've never reviewed a bike. Actually, I've never even seen or messed with a bike like this one.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very, very unique. This is the TST carrier bike. I'm guessing if you live in anywhere in Asia, maybe Europe, these are probably a lot more common than they might be in the States. But this is a very cool bike for somebody for hunting, for camping. There's a lot of things I could say you could use this bike for. It's very unique as far as our American perspective goes.
Mm-hmm. Any kind of transportation if you have a family.
Right. And it's the kind of thing, you know, as Americans, I think we're I don't know what the word is. We have a lot of rules to go by when it comes to what you can and can't ride a person in.
Yes.
But this one is set up, man, to take the kids along, and it's a pretty neat setup. It's a funky looking bike. Let's start with the specs here. It's 20-inch fat tire bike. But you can see by the looks of the frame, this one is set up purely as a work bike, a cargo bike. And it's a beast. It's 1,300 watts. It does a top speed of 28 miles per hour. I would say it felt like it was pretty close to that. I'm always skeptical of those numbers. 60 plus mile range. You can take that for what it's worth for any of these bikes. I don't know what you got to do to get 60 miles. You know, you need to weigh 50 pounds and be going downhill both directions, maybe. But it's got good range. Let's put it that way. And it's a nice looking bike, you know, as far as just the frame and everything. It's an integrated battery, dual disc brakes, thumb throttle, which isn't my favorite, but good Shimano gearing. And then the biggest one is the cargo area.
So this one, we'll talk about the uniqueness in that it is the carrier. It is specifically designed so that you can put kids in the back. There's like two ways to set up the back rack. One is as a seat for a child or two children, depending on how big they are. It's really secure. It's got like a pad. It's got
all the extra tubing.
Yeah,
that goes
railings,
up like a basket for the kids to sit in.
This is the type of thing that if you were to see somebody doing this in the States, you might get some looks, but outside of the States, you know, if you had it here in the Caribbean, nobody would look
Everybody
twice at you.
Man, great idea.
Yeah, people, you know, the Dominican Republic, it's fine. But if you are in the States and want to use it as just a carrier, there is a configuration for that. Take off the pad. It's got a nice wood seat. I guess it's still a seat, even if you're just stacking things on it.
Right.
I think I got on the back of it. I was.
Mm-hmm. And it'll
still go.
Yeah, Rivers got a kick out of it. Like, why wouldn't he? Yeah. I mean, he'd rather be driving at this point. But it's a pretty cool setup, and it's a big cargo area back there. I could see this maybe in the U.S. You can't get away with driving around town with kids in the back. Maybe you can. I don't know. Put helmets on them. What are they going to say?
Yeah, actually, we've been out of the States so
yeah,
long.
we don't know. We don't know. But if you've got a property that you want to get around on and you need to take stuff back and forth, again, if maybe you want to take it hunting, I've heard that's kind of a thing that's becoming popular now. People will take these fat tire bikes because it'll go pretty much anywhere with those tires and that power. It'll climb and it'll trudge through stuff. So load all your gear in the back, whether it's hunting or camping or heading to the river to fish or the pond, or you know, it's pretty darn cool, and again, very unique. We got a kick out of riding this one around and testing it out, just because it was such a different concept.
Yeah.
Now, if there's a downside, which I think it's all depending on how you're using this bike, it's big. This isn't really a bike that's meant to be hauled around in a car.
Not inside the car. If you had like a bike...
Even a bike rack would be a little complicated.
Yeah, maybe a trailer.
Right. It's you can do it. You can throw it in the back of a pickup or something, which is probably what most people would do. It's not that type of bike. It's sort of a daily bike. You know, somebody, maybe you take it to work. Maybe let's get crazy here. Maybe you're in a small town and you have a vegetable stand and you pile your vegetables in the back to take from the garden to your stand downtown. That's what I'm picturing.
Right.
So for all you vegetable stand
farmers.
people, yeah.
If you want.
No, I'm joking, but the ways you could use this are pretty vast.
Yeah.
And if there's ever one thing that's maybe a little underserved on an e-bike, it's cargo space. You know, this one is all about the cargo space.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, you can't go wrong. This is a really, really nice bike, and again, felt solid, fast, and powerful, and throw your kids in the back.
I think for our use, specifically for the boat, it is too big. I don't think we would even be able to get it in the dinghy. We definitely wouldn't be able to get it up on the boat, just on our boat specifically. If you have the forethought and that is, this bike is something that you think would be good in your lifestyle, like...
Yeah. Which is why
you can make that work, but...
Which is why we received it in Ohio, as you've seen with a couple of ours. It's much simpler to receive e-bikes and anything with a rechargeable battery in the States, where you can get it by ground.
Yeah.
Than it is to get them down the islands here. And this was a particularly, this one was, it's meant for things more like that. It's not a travel companion. It's
an option instead of a car.
Right. This is your mode of transportation, perhaps, depending on what your situation is.
Yeah. Because it is 90 pounds.
Great. It would be a great way to go. And I'd love to be in a situation where to get to work or to get to the back part of the property or whatever, this is what I took every day.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool.
All right. Well, there you go. That's the TST carrier bike. We hope you enjoy it. Cheers.
I was going to say good night, but I realized that we started with good morning.